Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Radiant Historia Part 15. In the previous video, what did we do? We tried to steal Hugo's letter, then got confronted by Heist, learned to kind of teleport, or I guess turn ourselves invisible. Oh god, turn that off. My mana, no! Speaking of that ability, I mean, it looked like we could teleport in the cutscene, but apparently it's not really that, which is fine. Speaking of teleporting, though, I'm tired of being a soldier. We're going to go become a spy again. Now that we can do that. Also, we had a really nice scene with Rosh, where he revealed some of his insecurities. What was it? Reaches the agreed rendezvous, but the brigade isn't. I guess that's just like a bad end if we stayed with Keel. I think we've done several videos as a soldier, so now we are back in Spy Town, Grand Org. Now, like, I don't know if I need to... Yeah, we're not gonna fully skip this, because I don't really know how the skipping works. Because it's like, sometimes it's like a scene will be half old dialogue, half new, and I don't know if I hit skip if it just skips to the new dialogue, or if it skips the thing entirely. So we will just skim it. Okay. We want to stick to stealth. Oh, they reached the princess undetected, yes.
It wouldn't be wise to stir up any. Let's pull back.
Hey!
What should we do? Stop that passage.
Rainy, Marco, let's go right through.
Yeah, how does that work? I know we can turn invisible, but
Huh? You sure about that? Didn't I just say it was crawling with guards?
we don't really listen when women talk.
Don't tell me we're going to take them all on.
No. Like I said, we can't risk raising the alarm. So...
So? Is that...
It's a special technique that hides one's presence. I saw Heist use it, and I asked for a brief lesson.
That was all it took to learn it?
Yeah, Stock's hashtag built different.
Man, you're really something.
That's amazing, Stock. I didn't think anyone but Heist would be capable of that. Is there anything you can't do?
Talk.
Regardless, this should make getting through the guards considerably easier. Let's move.
Like, how does it work? Do they need to touch him? Do they turn invisible? Is it just him sneaking past? What are we doing here? How does this work? And then Stock ran out of mana, was found, and instantly killed. Bad end.
Better than we could have hoped. It was still a little frightening, though.
Do they get in, like, Stock's pocket? Does he, like, shrink them down? Put them in his infinite universe-sized pockets because he's a JRPG protagonist?
That was incredible, Stock. All that's left is to find the target's room.
It could be anywhere. This is bigger than Alistel's castle, so a thorough search may be difficult. I suppose we'll just have to be persistent.
Seems so. We have no idea which room is the princess's after all.
Then we'll just have to search them one by one.
We'll just find a room that's, like, kind of nice, but not too nice.
Sounds like a plan. But stay vigilant. We still can't afford to get caught.
Granted, it's a castle, so I guess all the rooms have to be at least a little nice. Infiltration success! Okay, it's awfully quiet. What if I turned invisible? Okay. This seems like a balcony? No? Okay. And we know Lady
That's...
was on a balcony at one point. I don't know if that was like her room or what. Oh.
Yeah.
The King Stock. Yes, like the sound of that. Let's see. If I was a princess, where would my room be? Well... Oh, this is where those dudes were talking. There's a save! That means we must be close.
Wait!
Did you see her? The princess?
Quiet. Up there, on the terrace.
That's...
I only got a glimpse from behind, but that's gotta be Princess Erica. She had beautiful golden hair. The rumors were spot on.
And before we assassinate like a random maid who just takes really good care of her hair. So that's Erica.
We might be able to climb up if we use those vines.
All right. Let's go over the mission briefing once more. Our target is Princess Erica. We can't afford to hesitate. Don't give her a chance to struggle and make it clean.
Yeah, don't have any chance for second guessing about murdering the person who is actually on our side.
If this goes even a little worse than perfectly, we'll be surrounded by guards in no time. Once the deed is done, we pull back the same way we came and then escape Granorg. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move out.
Infiltration success! Anything over here? Ha!
That's...
You will never hide from me, gold chest. Get climbed on. Got anything we could steal?
There's no one here. Don't tell me she left the room.
This isn't good. If we have to find her again...
Something's not right. This feels like a trap.
Rainy, Marco, we need to get out of here, now!
Just turn invisible, lol.
Hey!
You're not going anywhere! Looks like you were a little too slow. Princess isn't here!
So it was a trap.
Fool!
Actually, the line is fools. Multiple. You gotta include Marco and Rainy in this. Your entire plan was leaked! Okay, oh no, oh lord. It's over. Okay. Archer guys don't do that much damage, but they do be healing, so they must perish. Well, you might kill... You're not gonna double hit Rainy. I refuse to believe it.
There! No!
Okay, not really what I wanted you to do. Okay, so you go. Is Marco's still at max HP? Oh shit, we used all of our good healing items? That's a slight problem. Okay, I know I said we should maybe get the back guys, but these guys hurt too much.
There!
This is looking bad.
Yeah, speed me down.
Here you go.
Good one!
There!
Good job, Marco. The only time you'll ever hear me say that. Do you keep your mana burst if you die? I don't remember. Okay. And you can't mana burst. No!
Here you go.
Thanks.
Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
Good enough.
Oh, we don't have any reses? Oh, no, we do. I was gonna say, I thought we had several.
There!
This is looking bad. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh god, you lost your buff. Okay, you res.
Here you go.
Don't, you piece of garbage. You deserve to die. I'm glad you're dead.
Sorry.
There. No.
Bro, it's not your turn. You already went. All right, take me out. Well, and we're just dead. Not getting that guy killed basically screwed us.
Here you go.
I mean, really, that crit. If he hadn't a crit, we would have won, but...
Is this really it?
Game just got, like, way harder all of a sudden, which I'm not against. It just does feel slightly annoying. Like, the enhance... Like, it feels like they crit way too often.
Radiant Historia. Perfect chronology.
There's no one here.
It should always let me skip events, by the way. I mean, at least you can kind of auto go through the text, but... Oh my god. What is this start, man? Shit is hell. Do we know if you're... And we fought you guys before, so we should have your info, but whatever. Bro! And plus the crits being so strong, too. I mean, you have to magic boost. You do literally no damage if you're not buffed.
This'll do the trick.
So you're just gonna have to die? Oh my god, he barely lived.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Sir? Wasn't it his turn? Okay, I mean, that went really well. Wasted a turn buffing himself, and we were able to kill him? Don't.
Is this...
The crits are insane, man.
You okay?
Yeah!
There! No! I leave this.
No! This is looking bad.
We can do it, guys.
Okay, we actually will finally, for the first time in the entire combat, actually get multiple actions in a row. That is one thing I will have to say is a little sus, is that like the game is built around like combos, but you almost never actually get to have characters act multiple times in a row to build a combo. So it's kind of like, I don't know. Honestly, just focus the damage.
Let's go.
Too slow!
Fire!
Because even the mana burst thing, like A, it takes forever to fill, and B, when you're fighting a bunch of enemies, getting to skip one action is useless, almost.
How about this?
Like, it's just not that impactful.
trick.
Like, what it needs to be is it should be you get an extra turn immediately. That would make more sense. Like, in terms of, like, having it be something that allow... I mean, it'd obviously be a lot stronger, but... I feel like that makes more sense with, like, the way they design the combat. You'd have to kind of buff enemies, like, in the HP department a little bit to make up for it, but I feel like it would flow a lot better. Because it's like you only ever get the chance to actually do combos when characters are, like, you've already won the fight. You know?
We did it somehow.
Abort the mission. We've got to get out of here.
How could they have known we were coming?
Could there have been a double agent?
There's no time to talk. Head for the underground cells.
But there's a lot of footsteps coming this way. But you can turn invisible. But I will say, despite some of my complaints in the last two videos, I do enjoy the combat of the game. Like it being, even if it is a little more on like the annoying side of difficult, I would rather that over the game plays itself. I mean, this is an impossible encounter. This is literally not possible to beat. 5 of those guys all getting to act instantly at the start of combat is not even close to feasible. We're going to instantly kill 2 of our characters.
Looks like trouble. I have the skill I need now. It'd be best to avoid open confrontation.
Okay, just gonna sneak right by you, sir. The door's locked from the outside. Okay. Well, I guess they did say go through the cells. Just gonna sneak right by you. Okay, at least the drain is pretty slow. I expected the drain on your mana to be like really fast.
The entrance to the underground waterway. It's blocked from the inside.
So it was a trap after all.
Looks like we're running out of options.
Hey,
Hold your breath. What the? Can't stay awake.
hey.
Over here, you guys. I don't know who you are. We don't have much time. If you want to live, follow me. I'm guessing maybe you're the Resistance guys. You coming or not? Don't waste my time.
We have no proof we can trust you.
The alternative is death.
Besides, the waterway's entrance is blocked. There's no way out.
Well, I just came through there, didn't I? So if that's finally sinking in, you better come with me before more soldiers show up. Listen, I don't care one way or another if you guys die here, okay? But someone asked me to rescue you, so here I am. That being said, I'm going to go on ahead. And if you're not behind me, then that's not my problem.
What should we do, Stock?
Obviously follow him, dummy.
If we stay here, our chances of making it out alive are even slimmer. Let's follow him.
You came. You're living up to your description pretty well.
Who are you?
Whoa.
Me? I'm Otto. I'm a member of the Resistance.
The Resistance?
Yeah, we don't really have like a cool name or nothing.
Why would the Resistance be in a place like that?
We'll talk later, Stock.
How do you know my name?
Guy who wears red? Everyone knows about the guy who wears red. Alright, that's enough questions. Hate having to explain things. You need answers, ask the other guys. Let's go.
Isn't this the bar we were in before?
Looks like it. At least we might be able to relax a little here.
Well, on the plus side, if they did issue a manhunt for the guys who just tried to assassinate the princess, at the very least, Stock doesn't stand out like a red cape. We're back and the guys are safe.
Thank you for your hard work, Otto.
Are you the one who had us rescued?
I should get here so
That is
fast.
correct. I hope you weren't too shaken. Please, allow me to introduce myself. But first, Marie, if you could please take my cloak.
Damn princess can't even take her own clothes off, needs help.
Yes,
Milady?
that's better. Now I can introduce myself properly. My name is Erica, the first princess of Granorg.
And then without missing a beat, Stock stabbed her in the chest immediately. She's got a gun. Only smart person in the entire game.
You're Erica?
Ugh. What is this feeling? Feels as though I've been hit by a ton of bricks. Erica. I feel like I know her. That's impossible. I don't know the Princess of Granorg. What does it mean, though? Who is she?
Erica?
That golden hair. It's her.
Whoa!
Don't do anything stupid now. I'm glad you're all workaholics. Maybe you should consider the position you're in now.
I have some idea of what your mission is. But please, lay down your arms and listen to what we have to say. If possible, we could use your help.
No, but seriously, how'd you get here so fast?
What? Are you serious?
First, let me ask you, what do you all think about this war?
Well, that was kind of out of the blue.
If it's an answer you want, then this war is my job.
Possibly the worst answer. At the very least, okay, maybe not the worst answer, but like it's in the top 10 worst answers you could give.
He's right. That's more or less what war is. To defeat foes in the name of a country, the state affairs of the enemy are inconsequential.
Most smooth brain take.
That's just our way of protecting our homeland. My country is dear to me, and this is the only way I know how to show it.
Thank you. I can accept how you all truly feel.
Well, thanks.
Then let's stop beating around the bush. Who are you all? What do you expect from us?
I'll take it from here.
Please do, Pierre.
Yep.
We're the Resistance, a force that's opposed to the current regime. Our objective, to oust Queen Protea from the throne and make Erica our new leader.
Sounds like Granorg's problem. That has nothing to do with us.
Stock.
Or are you considering hiring us to assassinate Protea?
No.
Talking about things that are much bigger than petty power struggles. Our world's on the brink of annihilation, after all.
Annihilation?
A kingdom's revolution and the end of the world hardly seem related. You'll have to explain that one.
Stock, buddy. You're literally like the man who's gonna save the universe. You can't figure... Shouldn't be that much of a surprise.
Well, this may be a bit long-winded, but please be patient with me.
Like, you've literally been told, Stock, that, like, the actions you take in this war are going to define the fate of the world.
In a time long past, there was an empire on this continent with great power. Its name is lost to the ages, but it is known that they thrived on the fruits of mana. That empire vanished without a trace, and as a result, the mana of the land became unstable. To this day, the balance of mana has not been righted, and we all live with the Empire's folly. You may not know this, but when a living organism is drained of mana, it is reduced to sand.
I'll have you know, we know plenty about the sand plague.
The same principle applies to our continent, hence the desertification it faces now. In other words, the instability that Empire caused lies at the core of our current predicament.
What? But the desertification's the whole reason we're at war to begin with! You're really telling me it all comes back to this mysterious lost empire?
Yeah.
You nailed it. They left us one hell of a mess.
Then, is it also the cause of that mysterious sand plague?
That I am unsure of. Still, there is one thing we know for certain. The direct cause of the land's desertification can be linked to Granorg's royal family.
Huh? Didn't you just say the Lost Empire is at fault? How is the royal family implicated?
The Kingdom of Granorg was founded by the remnants of that empire. We are their bloodline, and through that blood, we have inherited the ability to control mana, be it ever so slightly. Thus, we also inherited a duty to keep the mana of the entire continent stable. It's a spell that we in the royal family refer to as the Ritual.
Wait, you can stabilize mana? What happens when you do that?
The desertification stops.
Really? If it's only a ritual that must be performed, why has the problem persisted for so long?
She said she can stop it, but not end it entirely.
Or reverse it. I mean, even if you stopped it, like the whole continent's still kind of fucked.
Exactly. The spell can only stabilize the balance of mana temporarily. Over time, the balance is slowly lost again. It never truly ends.
Well, okay, so if you have to interfere to maintain the balance, then it's not very balanced to begin with. You know?
After all, the Empire destroyed the very core of nature that
Okay.
maintains mana's balance.
That makes sense then.
Yep.
Because I was kind of thinking, it's like, well, if the Empire's gone, shouldn't it over time revert to normal? If there's, you know, a quote-unquote mana balance that needs to be maintained. See, to bring you up to speed, the royal family has always managed to stave off the desertification. In other words, the royal family has saved all of our hides while performing this ritual. But for as important a duty as it is, it stopped happening after certain events.
I assume you're referring to the passing of King Victor and Protea's rise to power. If memory serves, that's about the time the desertification gained momentum.
That is correct. Needless to say, my stepmother is not royal blood, having been a commoner before marrying. In other words, she cannot perform the ritual.
Yep.
King Victor himself planned to perform the ritual until he met the business end of a blade. He left behind only Protea, who does little more than sit on her arrogant tush. Kingdom's going belly up, the war has escalated, and she won't let Erica do her job.
That is why I emphasized this earlier. The royal family is the direct cause of the intensified desertification.
Does seem weird. Like, so we know Protea was brought to power by those two, whose names I don't remember. Was it Selvon and Diaz? Don't really see how that helps. Because, like, yeah, eventually they can maybe come to power themselves, but if all you got is sand to rule over, doesn't really seem that good.
At this rate, I would say our continent will be nothing but sand in less than 10 years.
Can we go to another continent?
10 years?
That's all the time we have? You expect us to believe a crazy thing like that? 10 years? No, less than 10 years? That's preposterous.
Both of you, calm down.
Believe us or not, that's your choice to make. But if you don't, hope you remember this conversation in a decade. I thought they would lie about all this. If anything, I already have reason to believe them. The story matches what Tio and Lipti told me about the end of the world. Okay, is it the end of the world or is it the end of the continent? You guys are kind of like mixing up your words. And maybe what Heist meant about the truth of the continent as well. I mean, I guess it maybe just starts in the continent and spreads? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. My mission is to use the White Chronicle and prevent the world's demise. Does that mean Teo and Lipti want me to perform this ritual? Not to mention Heiss. How much does he know about all this? But I mean...
Let's say for a moment that everything you just said is true.
I mean, performing the ritual is more of a stopgap measure. It doesn't really do anything in and of itself.
You still haven't gotten to the part that matters the most, Erica.
Like, the desertification's already happened enough that the two countries are going to be forced into, like, war for resources in perpetuity until one of them is destroyed?
Where do we fit into all of this? You haven't connected the dots.
Well, that's...
I can gather that you want to perform this ritual. Why do you need our help to do that? What role are we supposed to play?
That is a good question, because at the end of the day, all they should know is that Stock and them are assassins sent to kill her. Unless she has some extra information about Stock. Open up!
Soldiers from the palace.
They're probably looking for us.
I mean, she could be the one with the... well, I don't think she's the one with the Black Chronicle, but it's possible she has some knowledge about it. I don't know.
Yep.
There's no time. I'll handle this. Just go along with what I say and keep your mouth shut. It should be fine so long as you don't lose your heads.
Wait, I have to hide my face. Marie, my cloak.
Right.
Yes, milady.
Enough!
What's the holdup? We'll break down this door if we have to. And then shoot your dog. Hold your horses. I'll be there in just a sec. I feel like he's like a bartender, but he's also a ninja. That's pretty cool. Maybe Granorg are the cooler nation and we should side with them. I mean, like, yeah, okay, they got like a bunch of problems with their, you know, rampant abuse of power, but the bartender is a ninja. So, you know. I thought we were given direct orders not to lock your doors.
No.
My sincerest apologies, sir. The place is just so run down, you know? The wind keeps blowing the door open, so it gets horribly drafty if we don't bolt it shut. I believe you for now, but you better have that fixed next time we come by here.
Huh?
You there! What's with that red you're wearing? Nothing prettier than a modest lady. What's your name? I know it's prettier than a modest lady. A pretty lady.
Hey. What?
Huh?
You sure you should be hitting on women while you're on the job?
Yeah. We don't, like, actually do anything. We're just here to enforce the authority of the state. What was that? I don't like your tone, punk.
No, really. Maybe I'm hearing things, but I think I heard a captain's voice from outside.
If they find out you're slacking, who knows what kind of trouble you'll be in?
But, she's so mysterious. Damn it, fine.
Hey.
Let's get going. Also, no offense to Erica, but I feel like Rainey would be way more likely to be hit on by, like, a lecherous soldier. How dare that soldier speak in such a manner to the princess? It was rough, to be sure. He's probably a lonely man, if that's how he talks to women. That just goes to show the starry state Granorg's army's in. By the way, had no idea they teach you to act that nice. They teach you to act in the military. Nicely done.
Well, we are spies after all.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 acting, Marco.
So what's the plan now, Stock?
Like I said earlier, we're still missing the most important part of the story. Besides, this isn't the time or the place to give our answer. And we've been talking for too long.
You're right. I understand.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with talking, Stock. I know it's like your mortal enemy, but personally, I like it.
You three should lead the city for now.
Because we didn't really answer the core of our question, which is... I mean, there's several. A, how the hell she know we were coming? B, how did she know that she could trust us? C, why does she need us? We didn't really answer any of that.
If it pleases you, seek out the mayor of Cornet Village, to the east of here. But please, do not forget this. The desertification will keep advancing, regardless of the raging war. If it is not stopped, even if one side wins, we will have all truly lost.
All right.
Lady Erica.
We should head back to the palace.
Understood. Everyone, I leave the rest to you.
I'll escort you as far as the palace, m'lady.
Thank you, Otto.
What do you think of me for? I'm honored to be serving you, princess.
Hey.
Stock, right? Well, you said to joining us. Princess could use a capable guy like you. Think it over, yeah? Princess of Light. Oh, that's probably the end of the chapter. Yeah, because this is still chapter 2.
You've returned.
On this route.
Spock. You have finally met her. She will have great influence on how your future is shaped. Let us now add a new chapter to the White Chronicle.
I do love the way they kick their legs.
Just in case, do you want to record your actions up till now?
Always. The answer is always. If you're ever like in like a chapter transition in a game and it says, do you want to save your game, and you hit no, you're a psychopath. You need to be investigated by whatever your local country's intelligence division is, because you can't be trusted. That's my take. That I mean with 100% sincerity. Resolve. On one hand you got resolve, on the other hand you got despair.
Stock, do you trust what those guys said?
I mean, I guess. No reason not to. Feels like it's the world's most elaborate lie.
Not entirely. Not yet. At the very least, though, it's dangerous to stay here.
But what about our mission?
I understand your concern, but this could be more important. I'm going to suspend the mission for now. There are two major problems as I see it.
What do you mean?
First, there's the double agent. The enemy knew we were coming. We have to find out who it is and expose the circumstances behind this mess.
I agree. And the second one?
We have to confirm for ourselves whether what Erica said is true. It's hard to believe she could have fabricated all that.
Yes, I think so too. The desertification's progress is very real, and its acceleration matches her claim.
Just coincidence, maybe? Or she's using the facts to prop up her story.
That would be more likely. Of the two. Well, of the three. The most likely she's telling the truth. Second most likely is that she crafted her story around the facts. Most unlikely would be like, the story just happens to line up with reality randomly.
That's why we need to investigate for ourselves, right?
Well, I guess.
It does line up with what Lipti and Tio said. Even Heiss hinted at it. I've no doubt that her claims are genuine.
If we can confirm a connection between the two problems, we'll contact Alistel for a decision. Depending on how things go, the war may become irrelevant, and our mission may be aborted.
Yeah, tell that to the leaders of the two countries that the war may become irrelevant, because I don't think they really care about the desertification.
Proceed. We're in a very precarious position right now.
Rainy, it's fine if you can't trust Erica. Trust me instead. I assure you, I have no intention of giving my life for nothing. The three of us will survive to protect our country. Together.
Even if our country sucks. Like a lot.
Okay, I getcha.
Ricky! Could you guide Stock and the others to Cornet Village? Yeah, sure thing. We'll get there in no time if we take the Northeast Pass and Grand Plain.
Looks like they're escorting us somewhere safer.
I'm worried. What's gonna happen to the princess while I'm gone? Never fear, young Ricky. I'll protect her with my life.
You sound sure of yourself, but that sword of yours looks pretty worn down.
I have two swords. and they're
You gonna
more
be
like
okay
knives.
swinging that thing around?
I wield only the finest blades. Nothing else feels right. This one is becoming worn, I admit, but I can't find a suitable replacement.
That's some personality quirk.
I'll have you know there are certain techniques one can only use with a fine sword.
But-
If you happen to find something that meets my standards, I'd be happy to buy it off you. It's called a sand sword. They're traditionally made in Cygnus.
One of the sand swords of Cygnus, huh? I'll keep that in mind.
Can't I just keep it for myself?
Okay.
Let's get going. Did they just hand us a side quest in a story cutscene? Is that allowed?
Mm-hmm.
It's a mystery how she even got to be queen in the first place. Lady Erica should have been appointed a guardian and placed upon a throne. But Sylvan and Diaz basically forced Bertea into the position. Dishes here use vegetables from Cornet Village, so they're quite tasty. The owner knows someone in Cornet Village, so he gets his products for cheap. What shapes the future? Sorry, never mind.
Nah.
Never mind. MF'er actually said never mind then.
By the way,
Talking like a damn Dark Souls NPC. Oh. Time reveals all. There's a great martial artist who's mastered all the skills in this entire con. So what I'm using right now is getting pretty worn. If you find a sand sword,
A sand sword?
welcome. Yeah.
heard there was an incident at the palace, but that's none of my concern. My job is to stay here and keep an eye on these resistance drunks. If you know they're the resistance, shouldn't you just arrest them? You guys are a dictatorship. Or, well, I guess more like an absolute monarchy, but same difference. An authoritarian state. I remember this old rumor that the city sewers are connected to the palace. Maybe the person who infiltrated the palace got in through the sewers. It's not a sewer, it's an underground waterway, please. But I wonder why a place like that would be left unguarded. Wouldn't that be the easiest place to sneak in?
Welcome.
How about some bread? It's organic.
Welcome.
Do you have any for instance?
Yes.
Oh, this is actually the last one in
I
stock.
don't want the seed. I just want.
Oh, we already talked to you. Yeah. Is that you? What are you just chilling in the
What are you
damn...
doing here?
Oh, it's you. Sometimes I sneak out of the castle to see how the people in the town live. My stepmother would never permit me to leave the castle at all.
If you need to know something, you could just ask one of your subordinates. Don't you realize you were almost assassinated the other day?
Everyone interprets facts differently.
I mean, that's true.
I believe it is vital to see the important things in life with my own eyes. But you're right. I must be able to at least protect myself.
That's why I have this gun.
Big bro.
Brother, I'm hungry. Okay, just a little longer. I'll give you a snack I've been hanging on to in a bit, so be patient, okay?
Really?
Life in Granorg isn't so easy, is it?
No. Sometimes I wonder, what if I could abandon my duties and responsibilities and reach out to the people who are suffering?
Okay, I mean, that's a nice sentiment, but in reality, you probably wouldn't be able to do all that much, and what you could do in your position currently, even if you're not doing anything in the moment, you would have an overall greater impact by maintaining your current role.
Don't you feel that way sometimes?
She puts up a cheerful front, but I suspect she's pushing herself pretty hard. Never know what can make her push herself even harder. Must choose my words carefully. What is... Okay, when we say fulfill your duty, what do I mean? I think... I mean, the best thing to do is to just, you know, keep being the princess, bide your time so you can do the ritual and not get yourself, like, imprisoned. Even if I do understand how helpless you would feel seeing that your country is falling apart. But, like, I don't really know what they mean here. Because if I say fulfill your duty, what I mean by that is, like, stay true to your purpose. Because I almost feel like these kind of mean, like, the same thing. Because if I say fulfill your duty, I don't mean that in the sense of, like, abandon the big picture for the immediate satisfaction of helping people. You're going to help more people in the long term. Stay loyal to your duty. Is that what she needs to hear? Okay, what does it say if I hit the other one? Choose my words carefully. So if you say, don't push yourself, should I tell her not to strain herself? Would that be best? I just feel like that's not... Nobody ever wants to hear that. Like, if I'm having, like, a moral crisis where I feel like I'm not doing enough to help people, and then somebody says, hey, don't push yourself, it's no big deal, that would just make me feel bad.
Your duty isn't to help people. It's to create a world in which people can help each other.
Okay, that's what I kind of meant.
That's something that ordinary citizens can only dream of. You are burdened with the name of the Granorg royal family, but it gives you power.
I can create a world?
You don't realize how much influence you have, do you? I should tell you that your reputation reaches all the way to Alistel. There's a little girl who pretends that she's you when she plays make-believe. She asked me to bring her a replica of your ring before I came here.
Oh, yeah.
My ring.
You were prepared to stab me, though, because you were told to do it. Yes! Absolutely, I would do it without a second thought.
Thank you, Stock. I'll give this some thought. And if you wouldn't mind, would you give this to that little girl in Alistel?
Hey, this is...
It's fine. It was a gift from my brother. He bought it for me once when we snuck out. If this makes that little girl happy, I'm sure my brother would forgive me for giving it away. Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
Yes, I suppose so.
Thank you, Stock.
Do you feel better now? It's time you return to the palace.
Yes. I'm glad that we had this talk. See you later.
The king's daughter has been revised. Okay, so that went the way, because that was, I guess, was part of the thing is that when you say fulfill your duty, it depends on, like, I could see that being phrased as like, well, as the potential head of state, your duty is to the people and you should do whatever you can to help them. And that might encourage her to be like, you know, I'm gonna forget about the big picture and just focus on helping people in the here and now, which is admirable, but when there's a potential world-ending event, you do kind of feel like you have to be a little pragmatic.
Hey.
Welcome.
Do I need to rest? Sure.
Welcome. Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Say,
Did you hear this? This something happened at the palace. There's so many problems around here recently. I'm going out with Mommy. Where is this mother you speak of? There's nobody here, you filthy little liar. Unless it's you. Okay. Where be the save? Because I would like to save. We'll probably still talk to people at the start of the next video, but I do want to go ahead and call it here. We'll maybe continue our rounds around Granorg. I don't know. We might switch back to the soldier storyline. We might stay on this one. I don't know. We shall see. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.